Hey, welcome back to a new video. Now, disclaimer, this is going to be a football related video. I will be predicting Euro 2020 or 2021, whichever way you look at it, and the tournament groups, who wins, who goes through, the knockout stages, etc. I'm going to be giving you player of the tournament, young player of the tournament, surprise team, and team that flops hard. So, let's see where we go. Let me screen share right now. So I've got all the groups up here. I'm going to start with Group A, which is Switzerland, Turkey, Wales, and Italy. So yeah, good, decent group. I'm going to start from the bottom upwards. I'm going to say that Wales, unfortunately, are going to go out last. Sorry to all my Welsh friends. I'm trying to think, do I have any Welsh friends? Second to last team in third place will be Switzerland. They are quite well organised, but nothing to write home about there. Now, second place, I've gone Turkey. They've got a good young team. A lot of their players have had very successful club seasons. I think they're going to perform very well. Many people's dark horses. Not sure why Switzerland went to one there. That's quite worrying. But in top first place, Italy, it's got to be. They're on a massive unbeaten run right now. They're on, I think, 26 games unbeaten, which is incredible. So their team is very close-knit. They've got some very good young players. Yeah, it's going to be, they're going to go far. Group B now. So Group B, Russia, Belgium, Denmark, Finland. No disrespect, but Finland are going to come last in this, I'm pretty sure. So in they go. Russia, Belgium, Denmark. I think Russia will come last, and I think the next two are quite tough because if we look at, Denmark have got a very strong core of their team. They've got Kasper Schmeichel in goal. They've got a back two of Kajar and Christensen, who just won a Champions League. You've got a midfield with Højbjerg, Eriksen, etc. The only area that lets them down, really, in my opinion, because I haven't seen much of them, is the forwards. I don't know much about the Danish forwards. I could be proven wrong, but they just don't look that exciting. So I think they're going to come second. I think they're going to surprise people. They will come second. That leaves Belgium, who are going to come first. They are amazing. They've got players like De Bruyne, Hazard, Lukaku, loads of high quality. They've got Courtois in goal. They've got some really good players. So yeah, they will go far. So that is my team for Group B. Moving on to Group C now. Austria, Macedonia, Ukraine, Holland. Again, I'm going to start from the bottom. Sorry, Ukraine, you're going to come last. I think they're going to flop hard, I think. Because the reason why I think this is because North Macedonia, who many people don't give any chance to, I think they're going to be underestimated. They're going to get some points out of that group. So for me, they're going to finish in third position. Austria will come second because they've got some high quality in there. They've got Alaba, they've got Arnautovic if he's fit. They've got some good players. England struggled to beat them the other week. But all I can say is that Holland will win the group. You've heard it here first. Holland will win the group. So, one more thing on Holland. I'm quite sad as a United fan to see Van de Beek not make the squad or leave due to injury. That was quite sad. I wanted to see him play in this tournament to get a bit of confidence after his season, but it was not meant to be. But yeah, Holland to win that group. Now, let's go to Group D now, where we've got Scotland, England, Come on, England. It's coming home. It's coming. Football's coming home. It's coming home. It's Okay, I'm going to stop. Yeah, so England, we've got Croatia, who are definitely the second strongest in that team, in that group, sorry, and we've got Czech Republic. So, starting from the bottom, Czech, sorry guys, you're going to finish fourth. Got to give Scotland some props. I think they're going to go into third. They've got a game at home, or maybe even 2 games at home, so they're going to pick up some points. They've got some good spirit in that camp. Croatia second, and England will win the group. You've heard it here first. Okay, so moving on now. Moving on to Group E. Difficult group. Group E, you've got Poland with the amazing Lewandowski as striker. You've got Spain, who have not picked any Real Madrid or Barcelona players, which is very surprising. You've got Sweden, who don't have Ibrahimovic. And you've got Slovakia, who rely heavily on Hamsik for their attacking threat. So, on that basis, I'm going to say Slovakia are going to come last. I just don't think Hamsik can do it all on his own. I think Sweden will do okay, but they're quite well organised. But they're not going to, shock anyone. They're going to come third. Now, Poland, they've got the world's best striker, but not much else. So they're going to come second. Lewandowski will score. That leaves Spain, who will win the group, but I'm not sure whether they're going to get much further, because they could either have a tournament where they're amazing and they shock everyone, or they just don't perform. And I can't really tell. I can't tell yet which Spain we're going to see. But I'm intrigued to see how this new squad without any Real Madrid or Barcelona players actually plays. So yeah, one to watch for sure. And the last group is Group F, which is the group of death. You have Portugal, France and Germany in the same group. They are 3 of the tournament favourite teams. They're all in the same group. So yeah, easy one to start with though. I believe that Hungary will come last. Hungary in 4th place. That's easy. The next 3 are not so. So Germany, France, Portugal. I think Germany will come third. Reason I believe that is because they're in a bit of a transition. They've got some good players, some good young players, a lot of players who are sort of edging towards retirement. They've got some very good young players who it might come too soon for them. They've got players like Werner, who is notoriously out of form. Is he going to perform in a big tournament like this? We'll have to see. I just don't think they've got the threat that Portugal and France have. So it's out of France and Portugal for 1 and 2. I think Portugal will come second. And France will come third. But will come first. But between them two, it can easily be swapped. Portugal have an amazing array of attacking talent. Cristiano Ronaldo, who is the GOAT for me personally. He is incredible still at 36 years old. You've got Bruno Fernandes, who's had an amazing season with Manchester United. You've got Bernardo Silva. You've got João Felix. You've got Neves in midfield. You've got Diaz at the back. You've got such an array of talent. And also you've got France, who have got Kante, Pogba, Benzema, Griezmann, Mbappe. So yeah, amazing talent. But that's how I think that's going to go. So that's all the groups done. At the bottom here, which I'm going to show you now, is predict the four best third place teams. So Switzerland, Russia, North Macedonia, Scotland, Sweden, Germany. So 4 of these teams will go through in third position with the most points. So those 4 teams are going to be Germany, Scotland, North Macedonia, and Switzerland. So that's my prediction anyway. And that brings us to the round of 16. Belgium versus Germany. Wow, what a tie. What a tie. I think Germany will go out. I think they will go out at the round of 16 stage. I'll just click Germany, sorry. Belgium. Germany will go out. I think they don't have the experience of this sort of knockout football with the new players they've got. Yeah, it's just my opinion. Belgium have got way too much going forward, in my opinion. That is how it's going to go. Moving now to the next game, Italy-Austria. Not going to waste too much time on this one. Italy are going to go through. France-Switzerland, same again. Not going to insult anyone here. France are going through on that one. Croatia-Portugal, tough one. I'm going to stick my neck out and say Lewandowski will pop up and he will get a chance and he will score. So for that reason, I think they will knock out Croatia. Spain, North Macedonia. Sorry, North Macedonia. Spain will go through. England v Portugal. What a tough decision. In previous tournaments, we've had such bad luck against Portugal. They always seem to go through against us. You had the finals where Ronaldo got Rooney sent off. You've got you got loads of times when Portugal have knocked out England. So on that basis, I'm going to flip it and say, actually, this time we're due one. We're going to go through. We are going to knock out Portugal. You've got to stick with England, haven't you? I think we'll have too much with them. Too much for them. So, yeah. Netherlands against Scotland. Sorry, Scots. It's going to be Holland for me. Turkey, Denmark. This is tough. These are my two, dark horses, potentially. So, I'm going to say that Denmark are going to go through because I think they're going to be hard to break down. They're going to be very strong in midfield. It's going to be a very tight game, possibly extra time. But I think, Denmark will go through. Okay, so quarter-final stage. We have here Belgium versus Italy. I want to shock people here. I think Italy will win. I think they're on such a good run right now. I think the players are exciting that they've got. I think they will surprise us. I mean, there's got to be some surprises. There's never a tournament where all the teams you expect to win. That never happens. You've got to think outside the box. And Belgium, I think they've just about peaked in terms of their players. I mean, Lukaku's had a very good season, but Hazard is awful at the moment. De Bruyne's still very good, but they've got to have all their players on top form, and I can't see it. It's opening up for France a little bit here. France v Poland. It's got to be France for me. Spain, England. Okay. Well, if we've beaten Portugal, we should really be beating Spain, in my opinion. I think Portugal are better than Spain. So on that basis, I'm going to stick with these guys. Come on. England for me. Holland versus Denmark. Now on paper you would say Holland, yeah? Again, I think the Danes are going to pull through again. I'm going to say they're going to beat Holland. I mean, apart from Depay, they've got some okay players, but I think Denmark might be the surprise package. So yeah, they're going to go through against Netherlands. Let's go up and start our first semi-final, which is going to be Italy versus France. So I think this is where Italy's luck is going to run out. I think France are going to beat Italy, although it's going to be a very good game. But I think France have too much. That's the first semi. The second semi is England versus Denmark. And yeah, on paper, England have too much as well, but you just never know. So on that basis, I'm going to stick with England. We can do it. We should be in a semi-final of a big tournament. We would have learnt from Croatia in the World Cup when we got knocked out. I think we'll have too much for them. So England are going to beat Denmark in the semi-final. It's going to be a final of France versus England. Okay. My heart says England, but my head says France. And if I say England and they don't win, I'm never going to be able to live that down. So, on that basis, I'm going to go France. France are going to win Euro 2020 or Euro 2021. They got to the final last time out. I was lucky enough to be there in the stadium. They got beaten by Portugal in extra time. That will hurt the players. The players will remember that. Pogba and Kante, they are such a good combination in midfield. They complement each other so well. When Pogba plays for France with Kante, he is a worldie. He plays so much better. They've got Benzema, they've got Griezmann, Mbappe going forward. They've got some of the best centre-backs in the world. So yeah, on that basis, I think France will win this tournament. And I think England won't quite get there. But I think it will bode well for World Cup 2022. So, that is my pick for the tournament. However, we're not finished just yet. So, winner is France. Runner-up, England. I think the surprise team is going to be Denmark. I think they're going to reach the semi-final of the Cup. The underwhelming team for me is going to be Germany. I think they're going to get knocked out early doors, round of 16. They'll scrape through in their group, third position, and they'll get knocked out round of 16. Germany are going to be the flop for me. The surprise package, I've said that, will be Denmark. The best player of the tournament, for me, player of the tournament will be Mbappe for France or Pogba. But I'm going to go with Mbappe. Young player, I'm going to go for Phil Foden. I think he will be amazing. He's got the haircut for it. He's got the Gaza haircut, so he's got to pull through. So yeah, those are my predictions for Euro 2020. Hope you enjoy. I want to hear below what you think. Once the tournament's all done, we'll come back and see how badly or how well I've done. All right, see you guys.